Alright everybody, welcome to Nerds of a Certain Vintage. As always, I am Patrick.
And I am Andy.
And we are nerds who are here for our podcast proper for Sunday, December 29th.
Our first podcast post-Christmas.
Post-Christmas podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
So celebratory.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a garbage beer to enjoy it.
Garbage beer enjoyments. I wonder what your ingredient list is on your garbage beer.
Mine, it probably won't be listed.
They don't even list it in America.
It's not even listed here.
They're like, we don't want to put in the formaldehyde that we have to put on.
Exactly. Nope, not a thing in here. Although it does say 2.6 grams carbs, 95 calories, 0.6 grams protein. Wow, that's actually a lot more than you get on most beer bottles or cans.
Yeah,
so I'll take it. 0.6 grams of protein. I can get my daily allowance of protein by drinking 900 of these.
Well, you go for it, man. That 900th garbage beer is going to really do you
I'm going to get jacked.
in a bad way. Yeah.
That's right.
So yes, this is our podcast proper where we, since this is our 5th Sunday in December, we're going to do a little bit of a ramble.
Yeah.
Maybe revisit some of the movies that we watched. Talk about what we're going to be doing in January.
And that's kind of the thing, is I keep talking about us watching Stalker.
Right.
We
really want to start the new year
uplifting
with
Russian science fiction cult film.
Yes.
Which is, what's funny about that is we talked a lot about...
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing is funny about that.
Not one thing is funny. It is Russian after all. It's just about cold sadness.
That's right.
As we have said. But we both talked about Eraserhead and how that's just a very well-known cult film.
Right.
That even when I was in college, I saw the marquees for it at the Narrow Theater in Richmond where I went to school. Right. So it would show up occasionally on the cult film nights and stuff. And we've all heard of it, and we've all I don't know what that is. Remember I told you I was kind of scared of it because I heard it was full of body horror, which is not a little bit, but it's not like a David Cronenberg film or anything like that.
1979 movie Stalker, available on Max.
What?
Yeah.
I've been looking for it forever, and it finally comes. When you get the Criterion channel, it finally shows up on Max.
Yeah.
Those sons of bitches.
You know where it's not? The Criterion channel.
No, it's definitely on the Criterion.
I just looked.
Really? It went from the Criterion channel to Max?
Apparently.
They did that on purpose. There's no question in my mind. They listen to the podcast.
They did it to mess with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you are. You don't want to watch it. So
Who, me?
You're telling me that it's not on there.
But we have Max, too.
That's true. That's true. That would be a bad strategy on your part.
Yeah.
But my point is that Stalker showed up on a couple of our lists that we looked at, cult movie lists.
Yes.
But I had literally never heard of that movie until it showed up on those lists. Unlike Eraserhead, which is in the zeitgeist, Stalker is apparently a famous cult film amongst sort of art house viewers, I would guess.
An Andrei Tarkovsky joint.
That guy, Tarkovsky. He was,
A 1979 Soviet science fiction film directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, loosely based on their 1972 novel Roadside Picnic. The film tells the story of an expedition led by a figure known as the Stalker, who guides his two clients, a melancholic writer and a professor, through a hazardous wasteland to a mysterious restricted site simply known as the Zone, where supposedly exists a room which grants a person's innermost desires. Yes.
Sounds like garbage.
The film combines elements of science fiction and fantasy with dramatic, philosophical, and psychological themes.
Just what we need.
Oh my god.
We're
going to start the new year with ennui.
No, I'm not going to make you watch that. I'm going to watch it, and then I will let you know whether it's something that we should watch.
Hey, here's the thing, because we don't have a theme for January. So we can't do a list and come up with something. I'm okay with just starting with Stalker.
I'll tell you what we can do right now is let's go through the months and lightning round what we've decided. Like we have some
themes.
We have some themes for some months, right?
Yes.
January is usually
new starts.
Well, that might be better. That usually we look at the year in review, but we kind of did that at Thanksgiving. Like, what are you thankful for?
Right.
Which seems like a better fit for Thanksgiving, even though it's not end of the year.
We also in January usually do our Hot Wings challenge.
Okay, Hot Wings challenge. Maybe we should build it around Hot Wings challenge.
Yes.
Okay. So Hot Wings challenge. Then February is Love-Brewery.
Love-Brewery.
Obviously.
Right.
March is...
Just March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So March is an empty month for right now, right?
Springtime movies? Is that March isn't springtime yet.
No, fuck that shit. You know what?
Dreary. February is more dreary than March.
Well,
in my mind, at least.
We did Anime-April, and then we decided Anime.
Anime.
However, May the 4th Be With You is in May.
Right.
Should we go more science fiction heavy in May and put Anime-April in place?
Look, I'm okay with that. We can do Anime-April.
Yeah.
And then May the 4th Be With You.
Anime is a little bit too much on the nose. Everybody does anime. Yeah. We're doing Anime-April.
Plus, we're doing it before those jokers.
I know. We get to jump on them. They can suck it. We can just accuse them of copying us all the time.
Eat my anime dust.
That's right.
Yeah, biter.
Oh, you're doing anime in May? We did it in April. You guys are behind the times.
That's so played out.
Exactly. You guys are old and hackneyed. Call us when you get fresh.
Yeah, you can't even... As the kids would say, this is sus.
So sus. So Anime-April.
I don't think the kids say that anymore.
And then we'll do, May the 4th Be With You. Just science fiction.
Just science fiction, not Star Trek, Star Wars.
So June is Andy's Choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
July is Action Jackson July. We got to do like...
Did we do Action January, though, last year?
Did we?
Didn't we do Action January?
Well, I can tell you what movie we watched in January. Let me see. Alright, that's May.
Action January has a ring to it. We should watch all the Die Hard movies.
We watched something. This is what we can do,
okay?
Right? Because I've got the names of all of our movies that we
can kind of check it off. We'll check it off. Yeah,
episodes.
Wait a second. I've got a pen right here. All right. And do I have paper? No.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll find. What do you know? A sweet little booklet. Almost as if it was meant to be there for that.
Right.
Look, it's got nothing written in it. My God, it's like magic.
All right.
So
let's see. Holy cow. We've got
January.
A lot of... Well, all right. So I've got to get to the actual... because I don't remember what the movie was. I know the name of the
This is the Magic
episode.
Nerds of a Certain Vintage booklet.
Yes.
If you find this in an antique shop in 20 years, it will be worth nothing.
All right. Why is this? Oh, these are modified dates.
All right.
Forget it. You can tell me.
We're just going to do Action January.
This was January of this year was So Many Unlikable Douches. Do you remember what that movie was?
So many unlikable. It could be so many Hollywood movies. In all honesty,
let me look. I can pull it up on my phone because
I'm going to write
great podcast
while you're looking at it because I like Action January. I don't know why that sounds like it rolls off the tongue, but it seems pretty cool. February is obviously Love-Brewery.
Right.
We've been doing that for a few years.
May is Patrick's Choice. How about that? Patrick's Choice for March.
No, March. Yeah, I was going to say Patrick's Choice because Patrick's birthday is in
April.
Your birthday's in April?
It is. Oh, all right. So Action January does make sense because we started So Many Unlikable Douches was The Beekeeper.
Oh. There you go.
So, yeah. If they actually show any action movies, any action movies
but we can kind of, I don't remember when we did Hardboiled. That wasn't actually that many months ago. But there's so many things to do.
The Stalker sounds like an action movie.
No, it doesn't.
If you were just told the name Stalker,
it sounds like sounds like some depressing, cerebral, over intellectual bullshit is what it sounds like.
It will make us angry.
I can't wait for that month. We're gonna find a specific month for
Yeah, that's got to be like the doldrums when things start getting dark outside.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
You know,
what is the term? What is the term for material that intellectuals think makes them seem
prestigious,
intelligent,
pretentious?
Pretentious.
It is some
we
pretentious
need
bullshit.
A month of pretentious. Okay, I'm gonna write pretentious. We need to find a month of pretension.
Septentious.
That's not bad. Okay.
Because that's pretty good. Septentious. We don't have anything for September.
See, Anime April though just sounds too good. I don't want to take your birthday month.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care.
Anime April, and then May is May the 4th.
Time with you is present enough, Andy.
You're making me ill over here. May the 4th. I just feel like you have to celebrate May the 4th.
Yes,
right?
Of course. Yeah.
June is Andy's choice.
Right. That's because June is your birthday.
That's right.
Right. July is Blockbuster.
That's not bad. Yeah. It's the height of the summer movie season.
Yeah. That's when Superman and Fantastic Four are coming out in July.
Well, I'm looking forward to Superman. I don't know about Fantastic Four. You know what? I'm not even going to fight it anymore. I'm a DC guy. I just am.
A DC guy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There's something about the archetypal nature of the DC characters that appeals to me. Yeah. And I was
very approachable.
Exactly. They're down to earth. Yeah,
exactly.
If you saw them on the street, you could say hi, except for Batman.
Yeah, Batman's not saying hi.
He's going to be.
Could you imagine Batman manning a kissing booth? No.
Batman's if you go and approach Batman, like the first word is "Who the fuck are you?" Except that he doesn't curse because he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sure. I know who I am. I'm Batman. Who are you?
What's a good nickname for July for Blockbuster July?
No, I don't know. July's
July Buster.
July Buster. There you go. That's good. July Buster.
Even that's not very good. What garbage. So August.
Busty McBusterston. How about that?
I don't know. August is hot. It's dry. That's when we did apocalyptic sort of things. But I don't know how many years we can go doing apocalyptic stuff.
No.
Although A Boy and His Dog, what a piece of garbage that was. Fantastic.
You want to go through the movies that we watched just to see if you can remember what movie it was?
Sure.
All right. So February is easy.
Yeah, that was The Beekeeper.
Well, no, January was Beekeeper.
Oh, January's Beekeeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the title was So Many Unlikable Douches. This title is.
I would not have guessed it from that, but I'm glad you told me.
This one's going to give it away. Argyle's cat is useless.
Argyle.
Yeah. Then in.
I guess that counts as a romance movie. I mean, it was it was sort of a spy action thing, but it was sort of revolving around the romance between those two characters. Yeah.
Right. We didn't actually watch anything in
March. Really?
March.
It's perfect for Patrick's Choice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Now, here's the thing, though. I think that's what happens. Patrick's Choice is almost always action movies. You're looking for the biggest bonkers over the top kind of thing.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Although
we did action romances in February.
Okay.
Then.
But I feel like on Patrick's Choice, you could pick some more arcane stuff that you have seen. It
seems like didn't we watch? For some reason, I thought we watched anime in March. No, we watched anime.
I think last year we did Anime April. This year we did anime because we were like, it's just right there. It's so obvious because a lot of people were doing anime.
Yeah,
but I think we should stick with our own mistake. Because Anime April actually still rolls off the tongue a bit. Yeah. So, yeah.
Right. But we talked about GalaxyCon and stuff like that in March.
Yes, because GalaxyCon is in March. Yeah. Coming up again in March.
Yep.
But that's Patrick's Choice.
Yeah, we took a deep dive on Ron Perlman. So, April, we called Ape-Ril.
It's like this King Kong came out. Godzilla came out.
Godzilla Kong.
Godzilla.
Kong.
Long pause. Kong.
Yeah. Godzilla, spacebar.
But we can't do April every year. That would not work out.
No.
I guess we should have a a caveat that we can change it if something appropriate is occurring in that month, right?
But we did watch a second movie in April. Monkey Man and the Island of Misfit Toys. Yes.
Monkey Man.
In May...
Monkey Man.
Yes. In May, the title of our episode was... Can the Whiny Kick Ass?
I have no idea what that is.
You know what we watched for anime?
What?
That was, oh man.
It was Gantz? It wasn't Gantz.
It wasn't Gantz. It was, the horny one.
Oh, yeah, Fooly Cooly.
Fooly Cooly. Yeah, we watched Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, exactly.
And, he was definitely whiny.
He was super whiny.
Yeah.
But he did have a transporter in his head, so can't blame him so much, yeah.
June,
huh?
The episode was called Fuck It, Let's Go Do Some Crimes.
I got you to watch Repo Man.
That's a pretty good one,
of all time, man.
Yeah. There we go. The next we also watched in June, Brilliant or Pretentious. There's lots of cheesy grits. You know what that is?
That was in June too?
That was in June. That was at the end. I think we watched it at the end of June. And then we
cheesy grits.
Come on, man. Brilliant or pretentious? Just take it from there. Which one of the movies we watched this past year would be brilliant or pretentious?
Eraserhead.
Eraserhead, yes. Cheesy grits.
Cheesy grits.
It was when his belly started, he unwrapped him and all the stuff
came out.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
Yeah.
That was June? That was Andy's choice?
That was June.
I felt like we needed to watch that movie.
Yeah.
So.
And in July, we our title of the episode is Nosferatu a Love Story?
I don't know, man. Not a blockbuster. It was probably a blockbuster back when it came out, man.
Probably,
everybody's running out to see that.
It probably. So in August, our episode title is Holy Shnikes, Everyone is Horrible in This Movie.
Holy Shnikes. I'm not pulling anything. Your titles are too arcane, man. They're killing me.
Yeah. That was The Boy and His Dog.
Everybody was horrible in that movie. There were no heroes. No one to root for.
Yeah. In September, Hard-Boiled Baby Adventures.
All right. But we still haven't decided what we're doing for our August. August, once again, we did Apocalypse movies.
We did Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do Dusty. I mean, that's when things are really hot. You can choose a Dusty movie for us to watch.
I'm going to pencil in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
But I don't think that, and I don't know how to spell Apocalypse. But that's fine.
There's a Y in there somewhere.
Yeah, I put a Y in there. In 2 places. Just to make sure one of them is right. Without question.
Is it at the end?
Yeah. So, Apocalypse, August, September.
What was September? We had something. I just came up with something.
Pretentious. We go pretentious movies. Close to the end of the year, that really works out because that's what Oscar season is. Yeah. So.
Well, I will tell you, we did not do a pretentious movie.
No, of course not.
In September of last year, we did Hard-Boiled Baby Adventures.
Hard-Boiled, fantastic, man. So dumb. A cafe that you bring a bird to and shitting all over everything. Pretentious.
And of course, we have October on lockdown.
Of course.
We just have to figure out what our theme is. I think this year we should do Stephen King movies. Pick some really bad Stephen King movies.
Well, that's
or
hard.
throw in a good one.
That's hard since they're all bad. Yeah.
No, they're not all bad.
No, they're not all
bad. Stand By Me was good.
Yeah. But that's not really a Stephen King horror movie, right? That doesn't belong in Monstober. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here are our titles for Monstober of this past year.
Uh-huh.
That's Not My Frankenstein, said no one ever.
Yep.
Wolfman is a horn dog.
Yeah.
Gunfight, let's grab the knife.
What was that one?
That was the creature from the
creature from the Black Lagoon. Exactly.
And then we had Hubie is a universal monster.
Yes, yep. He's got it all.
Yes. So then we get into November.
Yep.
Which...
Thanks,
Vember, but like this is what we should like. We should just have it as a theme. Like, what's a movie we are thankful for? Not put it to like a deep dive, like
Well, but that's the thing, though.
Something maybe from that year that came out that we didn't get a chance to see, but we were like, man, I really am glad that movie's out there. Maybe we should try to find it.
But once again, that leaves us without a wrap up set of episodes, which we could change January from Action January to back to our wrap up.
Then you get the full year. You get to,
yeah. Okay. So, but then we need an action.
Well, we already have July. Blockbuster July.
Yeah, we'll do Action July too. Okay.
Julyster.
No.
Blocklie.
Jillaction?
Jillaction, I like that. Jillaction.
Jillaction. So yeah, Action July is that. So we'll do January wrap up. So
I forgot.
So Thanksgiving is just anything that we missed that we really want to get back.
Correct.
Back to. Okay.
Yes. So in let's see, what was it? Where is it?
And then December, December.
In this, well, no, because we did Bride of Monstober. Isn't that what we're going to keep doing? Bride of Monstober.
Yes. Okay. So November is Bride of Monstober.
Right.
And then December is, what did we miss?
Right, because we can't keep doing Christmas stuff.
Movies.
Although
it's too restrictive.
Yeah, because I mean this December worked out because we had lists of like great, we wouldn't be able to do the same thing, like great action Christmas movies, great horror.
We did action and horror Christmas movies.
Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna run. I think we've kind of played out all the different genres of Christmas movies.
Yeah,
because there's really just like 3 of them.
Yeah,
there's Christmas movies straight up. There's romance Christmas movies, straight up, and then there's horror Christmas movies. What else you got?
Well, action Christmas movies.
Yeah, but that's a very small genre.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Violent Night, and we got Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
there's probably other stuff, but I don't think there's a lot
animated Christmas movies. We could do animated Christmas movies.
There's ton of animated Christmas movies.
All right, but in November of this past year, the episode was podcasting. It's my only weakness.
That was Bride. That was Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein, right?
That was the best line of all of those movies, man.
Yes.
Would you like some gin? It's my only weakness. That guy was a freak.
What was his name? Pretorius? No.
Pretorius, yeah. It was something like that, yeah. Ooh, do you like tiny people? They're my only weakness.
Sleeping with bones? It's really my only weakness.
Dr. Pretorius. Hanging out in crypts? It's my only weakness.
Yeah. Drinking wine? Drinking wine with a pile of bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my weakness.
A really hot skeleton. Look at that bone structure. It's my only weakness.
Especially since there was a fresh dead girl. Like
I know.
Next crypt over.
Not
his thing.
Not to
fresh dead girls. Not his weakness.
Yeah. And they should be.
All right, so our Christmas episodes this year, I know it's fresh in your mind. The first title, Historically Inaccurate Mary and Joseph.
Yeah. Exactly. 4 Christmases.
The next one, Eggshell or Pudding Skeletons. You be the judge.
And in the Apocalypse.
And last...
And, of course, Hot Frosty. You don't even say a thing.
No, snowmen can be jacked and shredded.
These were actually they were fun movies. Every one of them was a fun movie.
Listen, Hot Frosty was the best.
Yeah, Hot Frosty was very enjoyable. Like, all the people talking shit on it, I was just like, dude, go back and watch that again.
Just enjoy it for what it is.
Well,
those are the same people who hate on Hubie, though.
Yeah, exactly. So. In all honesty, the one person who said he's shredded but not hot, I'm like, fair point.
Yeah,
I didn't.
He looks a little bit stern. You know what I mean?
Well, he's not classically handsome. It's not like it's not like Brad Pitt and Thelma and Louise. Right.
This same guy in Schitt's Creek.
Right.
Classically handsome. Like
because I think the beard
was filled out a little bit.
Yeah,
like he just had a little bit more weight on him,
and he had a beard. He had a big old beard. Right,
it made him look a little less skeletal.
Well, it's not even about the body. No, he was shredded to death. But
no, I'm talking about his face. Like his face seemed gaunt.
It did. Yeah, his teeth.
You got to have a little bit of fat.
His teeth weren't quite right either.
Yeah, he could play a great Skeletor.
I got to tell you, teeth go a long way. You know, teeth change things a lot. Like if you have a decent looking person with a great set of teeth, it takes it to another level. Yeah. On the other hand, if you have a really gorgeous person with fucked up teeth, it brings it down a level. Yeah, at least a level, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, it's problematic.
But teeth can be fixed.
I know, that's my thing.
All it takes is money.
You know, and some drills. Yeah.
And a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain amount of, I don't know what that stuff is. Plastic, ceramic? I'm not sure what's going on there. But
so what's the best, now that we've listed this out, what's your favorite movie that we've watched this year? The thing that you look back and you're like, yeah, I like that.
Well, Beekeeper was fantastic. I'm a big fan of
Beekeeper was fantastic.
Jason Statham. Can you run through them like lightning round?
All right. So Many Unlikable Douches was Beekeeper.
Yep.
Argyle's Cat, that's pretty low on the list.
Yeah, it's low. That wasn't that great.
April comes in with some bullshit.
Kong and Godzilla.
Yes. Then we got Monkey Man.
That was fine. Monkey Man was great, but it's a hard watch, you know.
Can the Whiny Kick Ass? That's the Fooly Cooley.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Fooly
Not a movie, though.
No. Yeah. That was a series, yeah. Just getting you to open your anime ideas a bit.
Here's a strong contender for me.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's go do some crimes.
Repo Man is a classic for a reason, man. Yeah. It's a fantastic play.
If we're going more highbrow, here's a contender. Brilliant or Pretentious, there's a lot of cheesy bits.
What's funny about Eraserhead is that we both... Like we were both glad we watched it because it's an experience, but we were like, not all that. But then it's like a mind worm. Yeah, like you can't stop thinking about it. You're like, what was going on there?
It's like you got to try to figure it out.
It's like a puzzle that just gets into your head and you can't stop. That's brilliance there, man. That's brilliance.
What I've realized that's the appeal of David Lynch. Yeah, because I feel the same way about Mulholland Drive. Like I keep looking back at that movie and I'm like, there's something there. I gotta watch it again and like figure it out. Like it's like seeing the guy who does the murder through a foggy lens, and you're like, man, I could almost see him.
I can't quite see him, but he looks a little like that guy from that thing.
Yeah, something you will realize. Here's a movie that I didn't realize. I left it off our list. Sexy Murder, Boring Murder.
Which one? What is that one?
Night Teeth.
Night Teeth.
Sexy, murder, boring murder.
90s was not one of the great ones this year. That was a pretty bad movie, really.
If we're going old school, is Nosferatu a love story? That's pretty good.
That's once again, it's like Repo Man. That's when you just have to watch it. You know, you got to see it.
Yeah. Then we've got A Boy and His Dog.
Terrible, absolutely a terrible film.
Hard Boiled
was a classic for a reason, but also like, you know, it's a bit of a cheese fest, really. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not like there were parts of it that you were just like, oh come on, man, you know, when he breaks into the warehouse on the motorcycle for the firefight, and you're just like, come on.
When the baby saves him by peeing on his leg.
Yeah, this was a love story to crappy 80s, you know, action pictures, but still a ton of fun.
Frankenstein, Wolfman,
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Any one of those. Those are all worth watching. But once again, not necessarily great films, but you know.
Well, I mean, they're considered classic because they started some of these.
I feel like you got to give it to Frankenstein for Boris Karloff carrying that heavy motherfucker upstairs and fucking his back all up.
Yeah, then we got The Bride.
Yeah.
I mean, a decent movie, but like a little bit of.
It actually, like, from a technical, like, cinematic standpoint, better than the original Frankenstein. Sure. It's frequently listed as one of the better, like, it's number one on a lot of the lists before Frankenstein is.
I would have loved to have actually seen The Bride for a little bit more of that movie. You know?
I don't know, but it worked out. Obviously, Dr. Pretorius, it's my only weakness that made the film. And it's funny to kind of watch that, and I'm glad we were able to see it before Creature Commandos came out.
Yes,
because that's an entirely different take, but it's clearly the take of someone who knows the source material.
Yes.
So, yeah. Cool. But no, that's not going to be...
It understands that first movie, The Bride.
Right.
It was not a happy relationship. Like,
no.
She wanted nothing to do with him, and he was smitten. And that's what you get. Like,
well, but and that's flawed to begin with, too. Like, this one makes more of it, but she's a newborn. She has no experience with anything, except maybe what she's carried over from the brain that's in her head.
Should I open another beer or no?
Yeah, I got tons to say.
All right, I'm going in for my Ronner Export Dunkel.
Oh, the Export Dunkel. So good.
Mit Crystal waren Feldschwer Wasser.
I was about to say that myself.
Nach dem Bayer.
Yeah, well, I wasn't about to say that. I think that's going a little too far.
Reinheitsgebelt.
Well,
Reinheitsgebelt gebraut.
That's not entirely untrue.
It's not. It's entirely true, in fact. All right, Export Dunkel. Dunkel.
But that whole bit where she sees him and shrieks, like, what's her frame of reference? She does. Yeah. He doesn't look any different than anybody else to her.
He does. I mean, she's seen normal human males.
No, in the original movie, in the original Bride.
Yeah, she had seen normal human males before he came in the room. So she knew that he was weird.
She doesn't know what a normal human male looks like. She doesn't know that it's like that.
She'd seen Pretorius, who did not look normal.
Well, it's like that Twilight Zone episode, where they take the bandages off and she's a beautiful woman,
right? And
everybody's like, she's hideous because they all have pig faces. It's kind of that thing. If you're a newborn and you look and you see this guy and he looks this way, that guy that looks this way, and then this big monster with the flat head. Well, you don't know what's normal. It's all kind of okay. You're just like, okay, I guess here's the range.
This assumes there's no installed memories in the hardware that was put into her.
That is what I said. The only thing that might potentially have caused that is whatever the brain that was in there.
Because that brain was grown. Pretorius grew the brain.
Right, so it shouldn't have had any memory to it. It should have been completely blank.
Well, here's the other thing that I think we didn't... we may have mentioned this, that I'm not sure what the time jump is. Like, I got the kind of sense that there might have been a week or two before Smonster came to kind of...
Well, I didn't get that impression, although you bring up a good point, because they really would have had to tease that hair up.
They would have had to tease the hair up.
To get the hairstyle.
They have to get her to the point where she can talk. Like, if there's if that brain has nothing in it,
but you got to really talk. She just screamed, didn't she? She didn't say anything.
Nah, she might have said some stuff. I don't know. I don't remember.
But anyway, in Creature Commandos, the situation is, once again, they did the same thing where she's frightened of him and shrieks, even though she should not have any particular...
Well, she also has a reason to hate him in that...
Well, now she does, but at the time when she rebuffs him when he first appears, there's not necessarily any reason for her to be scared of him. She's got no frame of reference, right? It's like that, like, you pull a baby out and they're like, I want to eat, I want to drink, I need to take a poop. But it's not like if the Wolfman came
not necessarily in that order.
Well, exactly. If you have a baby right out of the womb and the Wolfman comes in the room, the baby's not going to be necessarily scared of the Wolfman. They're going to be like, well, babies it looks soft and furry. I mean, they're not going to know. They have no frame of reference.
Yeah.
So that was always a big flaw for me in the Frankenstein flicks. But whatever.
Well, you got to imagine what you got to imagine what the audience is expecting, though. They're not expecting the philosophical, like, hey, what is the nature of humanity?
Not in the 1930s.
They're not looking for that conversation. Yeah. So, best movie, what do you think?
I'm
Hot Frosty?
It's
with the bullet?
It's between Eraserhead and Repo Man, I think.
Yeah, I might put it there too. I think I would probably go with Repo Man, just because it fits my more like bonkers enjoyability kind of stage.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Eraserhead just is like one of those thinkers. You're like,
But that's the thing.
Do I need to watch it again? Like, I don't remember enjoying it when I watched it.
I do not want to watch it again, but I may have to. Yeah. I may have to watch it again.
Fuck you, David Lynch.
How could you do this to me? But I mean, from a pure enjoyability and rewatchability, Reaper Man with a Bullet.
Or Beekeeper.
Well, I mean...
Beekeeper is more of a...
No, I
don't find myself thinking about Beekeeper.
No, Beekeeper is a popcorn movie. I can't wait for a sequel. But Repo Man is one of those movies where there's just enough going on below the surface that you're like watching it again and just kind of to kind of see the things play out. There's a little bit more depth to it.
Yes,
and just and there's a weirdness. Like what is really in the back of the car? Yeah. You know. Is it really like an alien like spaceship engine, or what is going on here?
Man.
And then Eraserhead.
The ending is entirely unexpected.
Yeah.
For Repo Man.
And Eraserhead is that on steroids. Yes. Like, what in the hell is going on here?
I don't understand anything in this movie, but I'm fascinated by
this guy thinks a dead plant in a pile of dirt is somehow like a decoration for the room or something. What's going on? What world is this we're living in?
There's some big cheeked woman who's singing in his radiator
and dancing while little sperm worms fall from the ceiling. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Man, I don't get it either. Maybe radiators are different over there.
I think so. It's a multiverse thing. Oh, now I hate it.
All right, we got to wrap this.
Let's wrap this shit up. Time to go home.
Wrap it up.
I'm almost done with my third garbage beer. I didn't even think that was possible.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm almost done with my second glass of water.
Thanks, Cookie Lady.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, the day was spoken, so it is time for us to wrap it up. We're putting a wraps on 2024.
Yep.
Finished.
Thank you, 2024.
Except for Tuesday.
Not a bad year.
I don't know, man.
We should have delved into that earlier. Man.
No, it was pretty good. Like, me personally, life is pretty good for me.
Yeah. You're doing all right.
I got some trips overseas. I got to Scotland. You didn't get to come over and hang out. I got to Portugal.
Loved to, but that was new in the job. I couldn't take the time.
No.
My cruise. Because they left in the middle of the week instead of on the weekend, I ended up having to burn an entire extra week of vacation.
Yeah.
If I had not had to burn that extra week of vacation, yes, Scotland. I absolutely would have made some room for Scotland.
Yeah. So. Well, Greece in 2 years, man.
Yeah, I'm down for going to Greece, man.
All right, man. Well, anyway, the dame has spoken. I think we already said this. I've already been... so...
I'll start learning Greek now.
Sonic...
On my Duolingo.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
3. I really only have one question.
Okay.
How did they handle Mary and Joseph?
Not my Mary and Joseph. That's all I'm saying.
I love that joke. I'm never going to get old. Never. All right, so the dame spoke, so it is time for us to wrap it up. As always, I've been Patrick.
And I've been Andy. I'm not going to say Joseph.
Don't.
But I want to.
Yeah.
I really want to.
Happy New Year! Merry Christmas!
There you go. Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
It's coming right up.
You guys are weird.